Want to know if your Korean skills are improving and what your real learning level is? Get your language skills assessed with our free level assessment test. Just click the link in the description and sign up for a free lifetime account to get assessed.
Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then, repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say hello? 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. And how to say nice to meet you. 반갑습니다. 반갑습니다. Do you remember how to say I? 저. And how to say as for me. 저는. Do you remember how Mark Murray says his name? 모리스 마크. And how Mark Murray says, I'm Mark Maurice. 저는 모리스 마크입니다. 저는 모리스 마크입니다. Do you remember how Mark Murray says, Hello, I'm Mark Maurice. Nice to meet you.
안녕하세요. 저는 모리스 마크입니다. 반갑습니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 모리스 마크입니다. 반갑습니다. And do you remember how Mingyu Moon says, Hello, I'm Mingyu Moon. Nice to meet you.
안녕하세요. 저는 문민규입니다. 반갑습니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 문민규입니다. 반갑습니다.
Let's review the key vocabulary.
평창,
Pyeongchang,
평창, 평창. 런던,
London,
런던, 런던. 서울,
Seoul,
서울, 서울.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say New York? New York. New York. And how to say from New York. 뉴욕에서. 뉴욕에서. Do you remember how Mark says, I'm from New York?
뉴욕에서 왔어요.
뉴욕에서 왔어요. Do you remember how to say where? 어디, 어디. And how Mingyumun addresses Mark. 마크 씨, 마크 씨. Do you remember how Mingyu asks Mark, "Where are you from?"
마크 씨는 어디에서 왔어요?
마크 씨는 어디에서 왔어요? Do you remember how to say London? 런던, 런던. And how to say Seattle? 시애틀, 시애틀. Do you remember how to say Seoul? 서울, 서울.
Let's review the key vocabulary.
선생님,
Teacher,
선생님, 선생님. 엔지니어,
engineer,
엔지니어, 엔지니어. 간호사,
nurse,
간호사, 간호사. 의사,
doctor,
의사, 의사. 바리스타,
barista,
바리스타, 바리스타.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say investor? 투자가, 투자가. And how Mingyumun says, I am an investor. 투자가예요. 투자가예요. Do you remember how to say student? 학생, 학생. And how Mingyumun says, I'm not a student. 학생이 아니에요. 학생이 아니에요. Do you remember how to say no? 아니요. 아니요. Do you remember how Mingyumun says, no, I'm not a student. I am an investor.
아니요. 학생이 아니에요. 투자가예요.
아니요. 학생이 아니에요. 투자가예요. Do you remember how Mark Morris asks, are you a student? Remember, Mark uses formal Korean.
학생이에요?
학생이에요? Do you remember the word for teacher? 선생님, 선생님. And the word for engineer, engineer, engineer.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say phone number? 전화번호, 전화번호. And how to say my phone number? 제 전화번호, 제 전화번호. Do you remember how to say as for my phone number? 제 전화번호는, 제 전화번호는. Now, do you remember how Mark says, my phone number is 010-0123-4567?
제 전화번호는 010-0123-4567이에요.
제 전화번호는 010-0123-4567이에요. Do you remember the polite informal phrase meaning what is it? 뭐예요? 뭐예요? Do you remember Mingyu's request? What's your phone number?
전화번호가 뭐예요?
전화번호가 뭐예요?
Let's review the key vocabulary.
오빠,
Older brother, as said by younger sisters.
오빠, 오빠. 언니,
Older sister, as used by younger sisters.
언니, 언니. 형,
Older brother, as used by younger brothers.
형, 형. 누나,
Older sister, as used by younger brothers.
누나, 누나. Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say yes? 네, 네. And how to say me? 저, 저. Do you remember how Ben says younger sister? 여동생, 여동생. And how to say mother? 어머니, 어머니. Do you remember how to say father? 아버지, 아버지. Do you remember how Ben says, yes, this is my father, mother, younger sister, and me?
네. 아버지, 어머니, 여동생, 저예요.
네. 아버지, 어머니, 여동생, 저예요. Do you remember how to say family? 가족, 가족. And how Colin addresses Ben? 벤 씨, 벤 씨. Do you remember how to say Ben's family? 벤 씨의 가족, 벤 씨의 가족. And do you remember how Colin asks, "Is this your family, Ben?"
벤 씨의 가족이에요?
벤 씨의 가족이에요? Do you remember how a younger sister says older brother? 오빠, 오빠. And how a younger sister says older sister? 언니, 언니. Do you remember how a younger brother says older sister? 누나, 누나.
Now, here's what you can do to cement this conversation in your head. Review the conversation with our dialogue tool and lesson transcripts. Study the key words and phrases with our spaced repetition flashcards. Review the key grammar and cultural tips inside the lesson notes. And test yourself with our assessment tests. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to access our Can Do course.